What's up, my people? Oh yeah, man, I'm back. It's Slim Cutter, man, but this ain't no review though. I wanted to holler at y'all about why I haven't made any videos and shit, and for the last couple months. So basically, to keep a long story short, somebody just DM me on Instagram. I was like, shit, I just came from the mall and shit, and he was like, nigga, do a video or whatever. So I was like, I'm gonna do a video and let y'all niggas know what was up. So, but first of all, I broke my phone for the 4th time. I done broke my phone so damn much. They know me. Like, I called them motherfuckers. They like, yeah, Mr. Fiddler, yeah, send it in, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the real situation was, I was in a correspondence with True Religion, talking to these motherfuckers back and forth and shit. Like, how the story goes is, like, my brother was up north, and he let my dad and my uncles and them look at my videos, and they gave me the idea. My dad and my uncle was like, dude, like, you got a brand going right here. You got subscribers. You got motherfuckers that fuck with your videos. He was like, send this shit to True Religion. Send them a couple videos. He was like, maybe Ralph Lauren, but he doubt that if his gust gonna fly. So to make the long story short, like, I sent like 4 or 5. Shit, I sent a lot of videos to Truey. You know what I'm saying? And they hit me back. They hit me back in like 3 days. And it was a representative. Her name is Abby Sullivan. And she was like, you know, like all those brands is tied in, like H&M, Diesel, True Religion. It's a couple more. It's like they all tied in. Lucky Brand. It's like the same shit. And she was like, yeah, I'm a representative over marketing and A&R, whatever. Basically, she was like, I like your videos. I let 2 or 3 other motherfuckers watch your videos. They like your videos. And it went from me talking to Abby to another dude named Bobby. And then back to Abby. Then maybe like a couple weeks later, she sent me an email. And how the email went, basically it was saying like, we gonna fuck with you. We'll make a contract with you. But the contract wasn't sweet, how it was looking. First of all, the number was too low. I talked to my dad about that before he passed. Like, you know, that's another thing too. Like, a lot of people been dying in my family, and not only in my family but around. Like, people that I know, they relatives been passing away. Like, I just lost my granddad a few months ago. Now my dad just passed. You know what I'm saying? So I was going through that too, but you know, that's life. We all got to make that transition. So, but anyway, so in the email it was saying shit like, let me talk about the number first. The number was low. It's $15,000 for 1 year. So it was like $15,000 for 1 year. We're going to send you a couple boxes of clothes. And shit, I was like, I wear a 2X shirt, 34, 36, 34. And they was like, nah, it's going to be random pieces. Some female pieces to get your female audience up. You know what I'm saying? And I really wasn't feeling that. And it was like, this way you can sell some clothes or you can do giveaways or however you want to do it. We're going to send you a backdrop. So you can, you know what I'm saying? Some shit to put in the background. And so I really wasn't going for that. The other thing was the restrictions. The restrictions was I could only talk about True Religion, period. It's hot out here. I'm sweating like a mother. I got the top down. Like, when you ain't moving, oh man, this shit crazy. But one of the restrictions was I could only talk about True Religion, period. Like, I couldn't be like I couldn't show they stuff and then be like, I got this polo shirt or I got these Nike shoes. Only True Religion, period. The videos will have to be 35 to 45 minutes long, each video. It was a whole lot more restrictions, and then there was some shit in there about, like, I guess, like, the videos that I sent, they heard, like, you know, y'all niggas know how I do. I crack jokes. If I don't like something, I'll let y'all niggas know I don't like it. So they was like, it seems like you have a problem with homosexuals. And I was like, nah, I have a problem with homosexuals. And you know what I'm saying? I cracked a joke here now and then. And then in the email, it was like, okay, you can't talk about homosexuals. You can't talk about religion. You can't talk about race. You can't talk about eBay. you can't, you know what I mean? It would strictly have to be about True Religion, period. That's it. Show their clothes, you know, in front of the little backdrop or poster or whatever it is gonna send me. And that was on that. And I was like, damn, it's like you can't talk about race, relationships. You can't, like, y'all know, like in my shit, I talk about a lot of shit. Basically, they like, you can't uplift your niggas. Like, don't give niggas pointers. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't talk about religion. So I sent them that video where I was saying I grew up Muslim and shit. And they was like, nah, we ain't going for that shit either. So I was like, God damn, I can't talk about religion. I can't talk about shit. Can I talk about Satan? Like, that's how I felt. Like, shit, would y'all like that if I said the devil did this shit to me? You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, man, I just wasn't feeling that shit. And I was talking to my uncle about it, and I was like, the number too low, 15,000 ain't move me at all. And my uncle was like, well, you know, they just want to see how that goes for the year. He was like, well, they sent you that low ass number, 15, for 1 year. Then if you a success or a hit, then they'll move on with you. But the whole situation cramped my style, period. Like, I shop to put my niggas up on game and show y'all how to get shit for the low without blowing your whole check, you know what I'm saying? And I buy different things. So me just showing True Religion and talking about it for 30 to 35 to 45 minutes just not gonna work. On top of that, like, I have to act like I like everything. So if some shit hop up out the box, like some Gino Green Slims, and I don't like them, I'm gonna be like, I don't like them, you know what I'm saying? But I can't do that, you see what I'm saying? So the whole little situation was bad, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not going for that. So I didn't even hit him back. I just wasn't going for the contract. It just, the whole thing, nothing was sweet about it. And I make more money, like, off YouTube, period. Like, my little videos I do, how I do them, I make a little money. So I just wasn't going for that, y'all. But that was the reason, because she was like, hold off on the videos until we come to a decision. This, and that. And, you know, so that's why I hadn't did too many more videos after. I think I stopped at like March, because that's when they hit me up. So, yeah, but I got my phone fixed, as y'all can see, and I'm going to be back making more videos, you know what I'm saying? I got a gang of new stuff in from eBay, all of that. But, yeah, it was too many restrictions, man. I wish I could show y'all the email. Matter of fact, I might pull it up when I get back to the house and let y'all read that shit for y'allself. But it was just too many restrictions and contingencies to it, and it just wasn't cool. Like, it wasn't cool. Basically, it was like, nigga, you going to be our slave for a year. Type shit like that, you know what I mean? And you just get up there, talk about our clothes, and that's that on that. You can't talk about anything else. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm not fucking with it. So, you know, yeah, that shit just didn't move me. I'm good doing what I'm doing. And it's fucked up how the situations is about how so much shit you can't talk about. Like, they taking our rights away every day, and like, you know, that's freedom of speech. Like, I can talk about whatever I want to talk about. Under contract, you can't, though. You know, you can't even have an opinion about shit anymore without somebody jumping on your ass about it. You see what I'm saying? And that's how I felt. Like, they was like, you can't talk about religion or anything. But like, anything positive, really, you can't talk about. If it's some negative shit, you can talk about that shit all day. Like, the shit is on the radio. Like, for instance, like, a nigga that's a rapper, that's like a conscious rapper, like Common, Talib Kweli, these niggas get no radio play. Like, for instance, example, let's say we got a rapper, his name is Black Intellect and shit, and how he come on, he made a single, and he come on that motherfucker like fuck the government, they trying to keep us broke, welfare recipients on a shipwreck boat. All I see is liquor stores, EBT everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, like, all I see is liquor stores, EBT everywhere. Shit like that gets no play on the radio because it's conscious. You actually talking about real life shit that affects you in your life. So, on the other hand, you got a motherfucker, let's say, OG Triple Do Dirty. You got OG Triple Do Dirty. This motherfucker hit single is, any fucking thing. Pop me a molly and pop me a nigga. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And how this shit go, pop me a molly, pop me a nigga. You know what I'm saying? That nigga get all the rotation. They play that shit 30 times a day. They got that new song coming up about OG Triple Do Dirty. Pop me and Molly and pop me a nigga. They play that shit all goddamn day, but when you got a nigga that's rapping about real life shit that's conscious and that's affecting us in the community, like, yeah, that shit gets no play because it's uplifting. It makes you think about shit. So, yeah, the whole situation wasn't for me, man. That's just not for me. Like I said, I'm doing straight how I'm doing it, but I'm about to get back to the videos and things. I know y'all niggas, I'm entertaining and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna drop one in about a week. But that's what it was, y'all. I just wasn't feeling that shit, man. The whole situation was fucked up. The whole setup was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't feeling that. I wasn't going for it. And I wasn't feeling nothing about it, man. So, but that was the reason right there, man. They told me to hold off on my videos till we come to a decision on what I wanted to do. And, yeah, I'm about to get back to it. You know what I'm saying? So, it's Slim Cutter, man. Y'all niggas be safe out here in these streets, man, to get y'all money. I'm out. I'm about to post this shit in a minute. Look, I be everywhere. Look.
Fuck your bitch if I want to.